Maneater is an interesting game to say the least. I mean, bloody hell, we are role-playing a shark. For some that is enough to buy it immediately. Thing is, if you can't stand sharks for any reason, then you should avoid it obviously. Maneater is an action-adventure game with role-playing elements. It is hard to find anything similar, but I'd say Saints Row fits the bill the most. And it all works quite well to my surprise. Far from perfect, but this game is not trying to be a masterpiece. It just wants to give you some mindless fun time that lasts about 10 to 15 hours for $40 or euros, which is the price of Maneater. Let's start with the story. There isn't much of it. After completing set objectives in each area, a cutscene is unlocked that follows Scaly Pete, game's villain. He is the bastard that caught our mother with us in the belly and literally cut us out just to get his hand bit off by our nasty little teeth. From there on, Scaly Pete and Sharky the Shark are playing cat and mouse until they fall in love and live happily until they start to wreak havoc in all ways imaginable. Only thing that Scaly Pete won't throw at us is nuclear bombs. Only thing we won't eat is... now that I think about it, we eat absolutely everything. Even though there isn't much to the story and it is all about Scaly Pete, every cutscene is fantastic because Scaly Pete is an amazing villain. Well-written character with fantastic voiceover.
Didn't get you, no.
What happened to your father?
Huh?
What happened?
Look, I ain't got time to answer questions all day. Got work to do.
Maneater also has narrator that narrates most of our actions, and it is an amazing one. Chris Parnell is famous voice actor from well-known projects such as Archer, Rick and Morty, Saturday Night Live, 21st Jump Street and so on. Without him, this game would feel empty.
Tigeroos are part of a complete balanced breakfast for anyone aspiring to one day suffer from fatty liver disease.
Now let's talk about the gameplay and combat. Gameplay is mix of collectibles and combat. Every region has three types of collectibles: landmarks, license plates and caches. They are scattered all over, but we have sonar that detects them all. Caches grant lots of materials we can use to upgrade the shark, and the landmarks unlock Shadow armor set. Yes, you heard me right, there are 3 armor sets that modify our shark substantially. It is ridiculous and awesome at the same time. I think it is a great addition to the game because we can't really do many things as a shark, so to be able to upgrade and modify it even a little bit adds variety. Sets look awesome as well, and effects can turn us into Thunder Shark, Fast Poisonous Shark and the Bony Tank that destroys boats with ease. While exploring the world, we constantly eat, fight and collect. Fish are everywhere and we can eat anything at any time. Amongst fish are predators such as alligators, other sharks and orcas towards the end of the game. This is where combat occurs most frequently. Fighting other predators is well done, far from realistic, but in such a game going full realism would be boring. We can dodge, lunge, run away, trash and smack enemies with tail. It is simple but dynamic and interesting. Only problem I have is enemy placement. Enemy levels are all over the place. In last area you can find orcas that provide sufficient challenge, but also enemies such as swordfish and mako sharks that are levels 10 to 15 while you are level 30. Too far in between in my opinion. However, I understand that some enemies are placed in such places so that we can kill them fast to get necessary materials for upgrades. Still, I have mixed feelings about it. Besides aquatic predators, we also battle humans. They come in boats, armed to the teeth, so to deal with them there are a couple of options. Either destroy the boat, rendering them helpless for the most part, or start jumping and picking them off one by one. Battles versus humans are so over the top ridiculous with shark jumping, spiraling, submerging and whatnot, and I absolutely love such ridiculousness in this game. I truly believe game would be boring if it is too realistic, as there aren't that many things to do as a shark. Objectives are very repetitive anyway, so ridiculous combat definitely helps to overcome lack of dynamic in exploration department. I have played the game on PC on max settings and it all ran smooth, so no complaints there. Game overall looks good, but nothing special. Audio work is quite good, music is subtle, voiceovers are fantastic, sound effects good enough, although it could be better. Overall, Maneater doesn't do many things fantastic, but it also doesn't do almost anything bad. Worst thing about Maneater is repetitiveness, which is offset by dynamic combat and overall ridiculousness. I like light RPG elements in terms of sets, upgrades and what they offer. I love the fact we become in the end Mega Shark, even though I am disappointed that it is not proper sized megalodon. It has been a fun ride from start to finish, even through all of the repetitiveness, occasional clunkiness, bad luck on during combat, which says a lot because in the end it is a game about a bloody shark. How dynamic and interesting can it be really? I don't think it can get better than this, honestly. This is why I give Maneater on PC 7 out of 10, which means a good game. That would be all for this review. I hope you enjoyed it, thanks for watching and see you soon.